I traded my neighbor some of my homemade peach jam for a gallon of blackberries. And I decided to make a blackberry pie. First, we have to clean and get all of the seeds out of our blackberries. This is why we clean all of our fruits and veggies, because I found a beetle in there. We're going to take all of the seeds out of these blackberries, and this is a painstaking ordeal. You can leave the seeds in the blackberries, but I prefer to not have them in there when I'm eating pie or jam or anything like that. Once we've cleaned them, we're going to add them to the stove and cook them down. I'm adding 2 cups of sugar, and I have a gallon of berries here, so 2 cups of sugar to a gallon of berries. While that's cooking down, I'm going to go ahead and work on the pie crust. This is actually a pie crust my mom pre-made for me, so it is homemade. I just didn't home make it. We're going to roll this out so that it fits our pie pan. I don't know if you guys ever barter with your friends or your neighbors, but it is the greatest thing because I got all of these blackberries for the cost of just some jam. And I'll be able to make some pie and then have tons of leftover berries to do something else with. I've bartered so much over the years. I'm a hairstylist, so as a hairstylist, I've bartered for photography sessions, I've bartered for cell phones, I have bartered for pizza ovens. You name it, I've probably bartered for it. I've bartered and traded seeds and plants to help my garden expand, but also other gardens expand too at the same time. We're going to add our seeded blackberries back to the stove and add the zest of a whole entire lemon. Add a few tablespoons of cornstarch to your mix to thicken, and then we're going to make an egg wash for this pie crust. The egg wash gives it like a nice golden brown. I baked the pie crust for about 10 minutes before I filled it. Baking the pie crust ahead of time has made it easier so that this pie filling doesn't make the crust soggy. We're in the home stretch now, and we're going to make what I'm calling a granny pie. I'm taking some of my leftover pie crust and I'm going to do a basket weave on the top here. I've never done this before, so this is the first time I'm trying. I'm calling it a granny pie because once I finished last night, my youngest son was like, "That is a granny pie, Mom." And he is 100% right. This is a granny pie. I cut some little hearts out of the dough and added those to the top. Once I was finished with the top pie crust, I went ahead and did an egg wash on that. This was a labor of love, but I love my granny pie.